Today is November 27th. Today's quote is entitled Sincerity. And today's quote is a definition of sincerity that Srila Prabhupada has given us. Prabhupada defines sincerity as being motivated only to please Guru and Krishna. In other words, not serving Krishna to control or enjoy others, become wealthy, famous, gain power, etc. So I thought this quote was important to put in or to discuss because obviously we all want to be sincere, and Prabhupada asks us to be sincere, and we know that sincerity is really foundational to our advancement in devotional service. But I wanted to get clear on what Prabhupada means by sincerity. One time Prabhupada was asked, how do we become sincere? And Prabhupada said, by becoming sincere. Okay, so what does it mean? Now we all have our own definitions of sincerity. Probably the idea of being genuine, being honest, being real, being devoted, being truly trying to advance in Krishna consciousness, and all of those are correct. Specifically, Prabhupada equated the word sincerity with pure devotional service. And pure devotional service is defined for us by Rupa Goswami in Nectar Devotion as anya bilashita shunyam, that all other desires are zero, shunya. Anya, other, mila abilash, bilashita shunyam, all other desires are zero. And then Rupa Goswami goes on to explain, well, what are those other desires? Well, there could be the desire to be relieved of suffering, I just want to be happy, I don't want to suffer. So that's a very personal desire. Of course, it motivated us to become Krishna conscious. So in the beginning, it serves as a motivation. But later on, in the execution of devotional service, it becomes an obstacle, it becomes an impurity. Any desire to advance materially, that is called karma mishra bhakti. To either advance in this world or to act in a way that I will get a better birth in the next world so I can enjoy it. So the whole idea of yoga, siddhis, or gyan, knowledge, or karma, which we call karma mishra bhakti or jnana mishra bhakti, you could also call yoga mishra bhakti. The whole idea is we're trying to enjoy something, we're trying to get something for ourselves. So, therefore, Prabhupada's definition of sincerity is that you serve Krishna with one motive, one desire, and that's to please Krishna, or the desire to please the spiritual master. That's why you do it. You don't do it to position yourself in a way that you become acknowledged, you become recognized, you become honored. You don't do it to get a position within ISKCON, to make yourself feel like you're doing well because you have a position. Or if you have a position, you might get the respect of others or the ability to control, direct, in some way, getting a position in Krishna consciousness to fulfill some material need. That would be an example of not being sincere. Sincere means I'm willing to do what I have to do because Krishna wants it, because Srila Prabhupada wants it. Now let's look at a situation where many of us are working together, and sometimes not everyone agrees with us. And if we work together, if we compromise, that would be an act of sincerity, I believe, because we're doing what's best for the group. What will be in Krishna's interest? Maybe I don't get the credit because it's not my idea, but I'm willing to help someone else's idea. That would be another example of sincerity. I'm serving, not because of what I get out of it, not because of what I want, not because of how I feel, but I'm serving because this will give pleasure to Krishna. Now, I know that's a very simple principle. And you might even think, why do we even have to talk about that? Because we all know this. I don't think we all know this, because I see so many times devotees do things or make decisions to do things which do not take in consideration whether or not this is actually pleasing to Krishna. Like sometimes we have friction with devotees. That's not pleasing to Krishna, and we can't give it up. We say bad things about them. We might even hold on to resentment. We're angry with them. Or maybe there's no friction, we're just jealous. But these things are not pleasing to Krishna. One who is a dear friend to all living entities, one who doesn't put others into anxiety, that pleases Krishna. So, therefore, if we're sincere, we're always going to analyze, evaluate, if what I'm doing is pleasing to Krishna or not. And if it's not pleasing, I shouldn't do it. You agree? Yes, you must agree, because this is our philosophy. Hare Krishna.